Gemini zodiac sign, characteristics and personality traits. Intelligent, passionate and dynamic, Geminis are characterized by the twins Castor and Pollux and are known to have two different sides to show the world. Expert communicators, Geminis are the chameleon of the zodiac, adept at fitting into different groups based on the vibrations and energy they sense. Although they are extraordinary at showing surface traits, the Gemini well runs deep, which is why Gemini is one of the most emotionally intelligent signs of the zodiac. Gemini are social creatures and love to surround themselves with people. Being born under the planet Mercury, they are never happier than when sharing ideas and projects with those around them. They love to chat and tend to put communication among their priorities. Sometimes their enthusiasm for socializing can make them seem full of nervous, excited and seemingly manic energy. They are often found in jobs and careers that involve a great deal of correspondence and socializing. They are very curious people who love to ask questions. They are great at parties and always find something to talk about with anyone they meet. They are often very up to date on current news and trends and are witty and entertaining conversationalists. People who fall under the zodiac sign of Gemini love to travel because it allows them to meet people from new backgrounds, participate in new experiences, and indulge their natural curious nature. Those born under the zodiac sign of Gemini are an air sign and as such have an easily changeable personality. They love bright colors and new experiences, and like to shake up every aspect of their lives with a simple gesture. Because of their desire to seek new experiences, they often need variety and a lot of mental stimulation. In the absence of this, they get very bored. Creative and curious, they are excellent entrepreneurs, designers, and artists. Gemini element, mode, and season. In the Western tropical zodiac, the Gemini season begins on May 22nd, with the end of spring in the northern hemisphere. It is a time of year when the days lengthen toward the summer solstice, where the proportion of daylight exceeds the length of night. There is a feeling of change in the air as the spring season warms up and the warnings of the impending hot and active summer season begin to take hold in the weather. Mutable mode. Gemini is the first of the four mutable signs of the zodiac, all of which possess an elemental energy of change and adaptation at the end of the transition of the four seasons. The airy, changeable presence of Gemini seems to clear the stage for the next seasonal performance and helps describe this sign's restless, change-seeking and curious role in the zodiac. Air element. The element of Gemini is air, a light and dispersive element that ancient astrologers considered an expression of matter representing formlessness and dissolution. Gemini's affinity for gathering information, making social connections, and exploring the world with childlike curiosity and sometimes mischief are all activities akin to the air element, active and flowing. Positives of Gemini zodiac sign. Flexible. You are adaptable, easygoing and flexible by nature. You are always willing to try new things at least once in your life. You are ready to go along with any project. You are always ready for change, whether it is beneficial or not. You know how to adapt to any group and situation and are aptly called chameleons of the zodiac circle. Extroverts. You are social beings who love to talk and enjoy parties. You hate being at home. You enjoy being out and about and learning new things. You always have interesting things to say and can easily strike up conversations with strangers. Funny. You have a sharp wit and possess an extremely dry and sarcastic sense of humor. Your jokes and quick responses may go unnoticed by some. People who can follow your train of thought and intelligence often find you hilarious. You are charmers because your mind works very quickly and draws information from eclectic resources. Gemini loves to be contradicted and sarcastic in speech. This gives you the opportunity to give sneers and ironic responses. Your funny speeches will help others out of a depressive and stressed state of mind. Enthusiastic. You are enthusiastic and full of life and always want to accomplish new and interesting things. However, sometimes your enthusiasm is contagious. You are always a little ahead of others in order to discover everything at least once in your life. Your mind is always working fast and you share your thoughts with the people around you. Smart. You are very intelligent and smart. You always have interesting things to say and share. You are curious and inquisitive and therefore ready to acquire knowledge and learn new things. You are someone who always has a book in hand or is involved in an activity that provides you with information and updates your knowledge. You are able to instantly see the 360-degree picture of any situation before making decisions for the next move. You win especially in discussions and debates. Versatile. You are the most versatile person. You are able to handle more than one thing at a time and excel at each. Your quality of multitasking helps you devote yourself to many things and find a balance between them all. You are interested in a wide variety of subjects because of your enthusiasm and curiosity to gain knowledge and learn new things. You put your hands in different fields because you are easily bored. You want to constantly change direction in life. Weaknesses of Gemini zodiac sign. Some sources of weakness or potential blind spots for Geminis are rooted in their great strengths. These people are known for their ease of thought and intelligence, but this can lead them to have a tendency to be overly intellectual. They may rely too much on encyclopedic knowledge and must learn to process, assimilate and apply this information in tangible, embodied and useful ways. With keen and inquisitive minds, they may have short attention spans, wanting to dance on the shiny surface of discovery rather than engage in learning about a topic with depth. As a changeable air sign, mutability and change are natural for them, but they can leave others feeling that they never know who the Gemini native really is. This can give this sign a reputation for being noncommittal, standoffish or even untrustworthy. These people are typically fun-loving, carefree and sociable, but this can lead them to be emotionally evasive, using humor to distract or deflect from their deeper feelings. These people's mercurial tendency to be social connectors can become unbalanced if the native does not take care of themselves, making them feel exhausted, anxious, scattered, and devitalized. Gemini's witty and mischievous key-pushing talents can become annoying, relentless and even cruel if not measured with a healthy sense of social boundaries, respect and compassion. Children born under this sign will be nurtured and well-nourished if they are guided to breathe deeply, be patient and focus as much as possible on one task at a time before rushing on to the next attraction. Love and relationships for Gemini zodiac sign. Fun-loving and always up for an intellectual challenge, Geminis see love first and foremost through communication and verbal contact, and find it as important as physical contact with a partner. When these two aspects combine, obstacles seem to vanish. Restless and always ready to flirt, a Gemini might spend a lot of time with different lovers until he finds the right one who can satisfy his intellect and energy. They need excitement, variety and passion, and when they find the right person, a lover, a friend and someone to talk to combined into one, they will be faithful and determined to treasure their heart always. The biggest challenge for the Gemini's love life is finding an emotion that lasts, especially as they get older and realize that they are already in a repetitive mode of superficial or disappointing connections. Their personality does not allow for much depth because their mission is to disseminate information, not to dig into it to find errors, holes or solutions. They look at life from a relative perspective of movement, being the ones who revolve around the sun, moving back and forth from Earth's point of view, never being sure of their direction. Gemini may make sharp turns, leaving behind those who love them, but there are partners who may follow their lead, ready to build a foundation of love over time. Friends and family for Gemini zodiac sign. Friends, those born with the sun in Gemini are very sociable and enjoy spending time with friends and family, especially younger members. Gemini has an abundance of social contacts and loves to chat, seeking understanding, always looking for strong-willed people to communicate with. Without a clear flow of spoken words, they will quickly lose interest in the whole topic of conversation and need to stay on the move, feeling inspired and propelled forward by the information shared. Family Family is very important to Gemini, especially children, once a strong emotional bond is created with them. The lack of stability they show toward their partner, with their extremely high expectations, does not reflect as much on the family, and they seem to have a more modest and calm approach toward those with whom they have shared a home. Although the responsibilities arising from family life may pose a challenge to their nature, they will find a magical way to be in two places at once, managing to do everything properly. Gemini at work. Gemini's sharp mind and curiosity make them particularly well suited for professions in which they are called upon to sort, analyze and perform multifarious functions. Their careers must be sufficiently stimulating to occupy their kinetic intelligence and keep them busy enough to channel their restless energies. This sign's wit and sociability will likely be their strong point, making them optimal in jobs where they can communicate, teach, and facilitate understanding between people. This could manifest itself in many professions, especially those where analysis and translation of details is a key feature. Like all air signs, Gemini needs novelty, activity, movement and space, so they will not be content to stay in one place for long, unless, of course, that place is a library full of information to study and absorb. Mercury and the signs it rules are connected to transportation, so Gemini jobs may involve travel and the use of vehicles to get us from point A to point B. Gemini has the opposite problem to most people. They rarely get caught up in routine and need to be motivated. If anything, their work week needs structure, routine and downtime to remind these quick-footed people to stay grounded and recharge. Since Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the planet of language and communication, a natural vocation might be language translation. With a strong probability that the Gemini native is naturally multilingual, he or she would take great satisfaction in facilitating understanding. Other versions of this talent might be fulfilled by the study of linguistics and speech therapy.